Hey, beautiful queens. Crystal here from Elite Hair Care USA. So, I decided to film this video midway of starting my client's hair. Let's talk about it. She went to one of her local haircut emporiums, such as a Supercuts or a hair cuttery, and she got a haircut. But that haircut was not right. I'm not sure what the stylist was going for. I am not sure what the concept was. Actually, let me say I do know what the concept was. After talking to the client, she said that she wanted to cut off all the damaged hair. So this is something that I see a lot. Let's talk about it. You go to a stylist. They might know how to do cutting. Your description is, I want to cut off the damaged hair. But within that concept of cutting off the damaged hair, you still have to make sure that you are actually giving your clients a style and a proper cut. Not just cut, and here you go. That's what you said you wanted. As a client, you don't always know what to say to your stylist or how to say things to your stylist. But as a stylist, you're supposed to be able to understand what the client wants and do to the best of your ability. So I can't go verbatim for whatever their conversation was. But me as a stylist who has a passion in hair cutting, hair styling, hair care, this haircut was all wrong. After talking with her, I did tell her my professional opinion. I don't bash stylists whatsoever. If you guys know me, unless it's a story time, I just don't. Okay. But throughout the style, I was finding little things that just was not making any sense. So I did the best that I possibly could to try and somewhat rectify the situation. Now, with a bad haircut, you can't really rectify it overnight, you guys. The hair still has to grow out, right? So I really just went through and just tried to clean up the cut, even it out a little bit. But her crown area, let's just say her crown area was cut really too small. They did not actually leave enough hair to do the crown itself. They made the crown even smaller. And the crown of the head is right in between the parietal ridge. So if you run your finger on your head from the middle of your head down, you'll feel a bone right near your temple area. That is called the parietal ridge. When you are doing hair cutting, it is really required when you know the anatomy of the actual head, because that is how you form a haircut. There is a science to it when it's time for the haircut part. Okay, so I just wanted to point that out to you guys. I was actually showing her the product to use because she had been using gel to mold her hair down. And these are, once again, things that people don't tell you. They don't teach you. And I'm big on teaching my clients how to care for their hair after the fact. So I recommended the Elite Silk Wrap Foam to her. She actually thought it was a mousse, which is also very common. It is not mousse. It is a foam wrap that leaves the hair nice and soft, but it lays the hair down for you to be able to curl it, right? In her case, she was using hair gel because that's all she knew to use. So once again, it was definitely a teaching moment. I told her exactly what she would use to mold her hair down. It is required, you guys. I do not recommend gel to mold down your hair, okay? That's only if you want the hair to be hard. Gel is not going to give you that soft look. It's not going to give you that pliable hair. Gel is going to make the hair stay down, lay down. That's it, okay? So in her case, we talked about that as well. Now, I was not able to fix the crown area because it's already botched. So with that being said, her hair will have to grow out, and then she actually plans on getting some color and a true pixie cut anyway. So it just kind of will work out over time as she gets herself prepared for the pixie. Then I will go ahead and cut it down. It still won't be 100% in the right place because the crown was already cut. And if you guys can tell, it's not a full crown. Like, it's just not a full crown. I'm kind of frustrated with the stylist that did this cut because I have a feeling that they did not have knowledge of what they were doing. They were just giving her what they would commonly give the typical client that comes into that type of establishment. And I'm just going to say it in that nature. So I did try to blend her crown just a little bit so it didn't look like two different haircuts. And when I say blend her crown, I mean, I went through and just kind of softened it up. I softened up the cut itself. I gave her a little bit of layering, a little bit of feathering, but I didn't go too far in, only because I want to leave as much hair as I possibly can so that she has an alternative when it is time for her to style her hair. Another thing that I did notice is that because they made the crown too small and they did not follow the anatomy of the actual head, her bangs actually were way too far over. It was too far over, and you will see at the end. I mean, the style came out nice. I did my absolute best. She liked it. It was good. Based on what we had to work with, you know what I mean? So I'm hoping that I will see her again. I did tell her that the schedule is open, but you know, people are going to do what they want to do when they want to do it. I still did my absolute best with what she had going on and just tried to create a healthier environment for her going forward. And when I say healthier environment, I mean kind of soften the cut based on what she came in with. So for the curling part, I did apply some Frizz Tamer and Shine Serum. For the care products that you'd use at home, you guys, for her, I would definitely say the Hair Repair and Growth Shampoo and Conditioner. That's going to help her with the dryness because she is relaxed and considered high porosity at the same time. I also would recommend the Elite Silk Wrap Foam. No gel, no mousse, you guys. Wrap foam. Our wrap foam doesn't leave the hair hard like some. You don't have to water it down either. It is actually perfect. It's just perfect. It holds, but it doesn't make the hair hard, right? And then, of course, I would recommend the Frizz Tamer and Shine Serum. And more say, I'd probably say the Goddess Hair Repair Serum and just use it as a cocktail on her hair, just to kind of help aid the dryness that she's dealing with. Even being relaxed and high porosity, it's very common, you guys, especially with shortcuts. You do typically, you have those different textures where it's a little more dry than moisture. And that's common, you know, it's just a common thing. You get one or the other. Either your hair soaks up everything or it's somewhat really, really dry. And then your job is to kind of keep it moisturized with styling products, that kind of thing. So those are the products that I would recommend. Now, the curling iron that I'm using, or the flat iron that I'm using, is the H2 Pro Micro Iron. That iron link is in the description box of this video for those of you that are looking for a skinny iron that you can use for your shortcuts. Now, as I was curling her, and that's also when I was molding her, I did notice that she had a small amount of thinning at the hairline level. And when I say the hairline, I mean the front, not the sides or the back. You can actually see it there. It's not horribly thinning, but it is definitely something that you want to recognize now before it becomes a problem later. So I definitely recommend a little bit of our edge repair system to kind of help aid that area. Now, it's not bad, you guys, but you can still see that there is some thinning going on. So that's why I said start now before it's too late. I did spray a little bit of hairspray. The hairspray is not going to make the hair hard. It's really just going to help me control the hair at the top and smooth it really nicely. I wanted to kind of just give her the appearance of density and volume. So that is the reason why I lifted the hair off base, is I guess what you call it, as I was curling. And then I kind of laid it down as I was going. But, you know, you can do the curls tighter. You can do them looser. I wouldn't say that I would do a curly style on her with the smallness of the crown that the previous stylist did, but she does have some alternatives slightly in regards to styling. If I get to curl her or style her again, I'll definitely do an update video for you guys. This is her first time coming to me. I did, it's sometimes kind of complicated to get appointments with me, but what I'm doing now is I'm opening a lot more slots throughout the month so that people can get in the chair, because I love dealing with new clients. I love dealing with my current clients, of course, but I love to see new faces and always be able to help as many people as I possibly can, because I enjoy what I do. I really do enjoy what I do. And as I said, this video is not to bash anyone. That's why I didn't mention any stylist names. It's more just for education, because I know a lot of you guys have encountered situations like this and you don't know the wrong or the right when it comes on to hair cutting or hairstyling. So I'm going to be the one to point it out to you guys so you know what to look for when you are going and sitting in a stylist chair. So you don't walk out thinking everything's great, not knowing that they just hindered an entire couple years of growth for you. But I want you guys to comment down below. Tell me what you guys thought about the finished style. I think it actually came out really, really nice. So that's the one thing. I just can't wait for the hair to grow back in the right areas of the crown. But other than that, you guys, everything turned out good and she liked it. So that's all. That's the plus for me. But I hope everybody has an amazing rest of your day. Don't forget to shop all of our products at EliteHairCareUSA.com. And thanks for watching.